Yo, welcome to the recap, which made me about $3,800 across 5 accounts. Basically, just tell you what I saw and what made me take this trade. It's pretty simple. First of all, we can start from Asia Open or Daily Open. We started accumulating, basically. We had this, I would count this as a big accumulation. It really depends how you see it. But my market profile for the day was New York reversal. Which means that Asia accumulates, London manipulates, and what does London do? It ends with an SMT of these data highs here. This big news event we had right at closing yesterday. This was my main draw until it got breached or taken. And what we do here is that we have London lows here. We have Asia lows here. Equal lows, first of all, and having the New York reversal profile. I want to trade below. And this through the open, it's marked out with this quadrant. But this is the through the open of the current day. And we're above it, so that means we're in premium, right? And us having an SMT above here, I'm going to take the highest high of this range, and I'm going to draw my fib or anchor my fib through this level here. So this would be here, and this would be here. Not only when we come up and tap my key level here, I'll get to what this key level is, but we create an SMT also, and this makes me very confident that we're not going to breach this high anymore. So, first of all, what I can see here is market open manipulates up. Like I said before, we're creating this SMT. We are in deep premium. We are in this rejection block. And why is this a valid rejection block in my opinion? First of all, we are in a fair value gap. This here, I'm gonna mark it out so you see it better. Yes, it has been mitigated a lot already, and we're wicking above, but you can see none of the bodies disrespected. So in my opinion, it's still valid. And us having these SMTs here, technically this wick has swept liquidity. And first of all, this wick closed bearish, which is a very good indication if we want to trade lower. So now that I have my draw and my kind of reversal zone in place, what I want to do is I want to look for a trade down to or find my entry model, and usually I enter here. I would have entered here with probably a 10-point stop, and I would have gotten edged. Yes, I would have made it, but I didn't know if we are going to reject from the C or from this old key open, since my fib is anchored here. And usually what we tend to do is we don't really establish us above this. And that's considering why I got my late entry. So if I'm going to go to the 30-second right here. And you can see that all of the bodies, they mitigate higher. Touching this higher time frame order block, but we never close above the CE level. So this is very, very, for my opinion, to take entry, this is crucial. It's very important. It's a key component in, otherwise I would look for us to sweep this high, maybe come up to this level here, or yeah, considering we inverse this whole fair value gap and we broke through with a lot of momentum here, my initial zone. But this was my whole point of interest, basically, key open to this whole rejection block. And like I said, the session liquidity here, usually when we have equal lows with session liquidity paired with the New York reversal profile, we're most likely going to hit it, right? So my initial TP was down here, but I got trailed out here. I'll get to this later. But so, yeah. I saw a lot of people taking this entry here, and usually what this is some kind of Judas swing. This is a fake out. We inverse this, we come above. Yes, if you were to have a proper stop loss here, you wouldn't have got stopped out. I usually don't take these entries because I think the stop loss is way too big, so I wait for some kind of resweep, turtle soup, or for us to mitigate the internal PDRAs, which would be this 1 minute rejection block. And what made me confident in this is, first of all, We get this power of 3 candle formation inside this, sweeping or taking out this CE level. And what's important here is that we don't take out this SMT high, because if we were to breach this and maybe get a close above this rejection block, I wouldn't see it as likely to be a turtle soup. That's very important. I didn't get my entry here because I was still not super confident in if he wanted to turtle soup. So I'd rather wait for something better. This is not necessarily better, but I am more confident in taking this entry. I de-risk, so I went 5 micros because I have my usual $200 risk. But here I would have risked like 12 to 15 micros because I've had a smaller stop loss, but my initial risk would be the same. I de-risked 50% to get a larger stop loss because I'm more confident in having a 20-point stop here than just the usual 10-point. Because this is not really structured. This is less structured. I mean, it's more structured because I have this minute for value gap. We also got our closure below here. And we have this old key open that could keep us down. But I went break even really quick once we took this initial high and we established us below this weekly quadrant right here. And then it was just pie here. But usually you see all of these lows here, stacked low, one low, another low, this low, that low, this low. All of these lows. This is just a low resistance liquidity round. Look at this same here. We do get some kind of entry trigger model here. Low, 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 low. All of these lows here just getting ran through super quick. And this is super beautiful if you're looking for some kind of shorts. Especially in some kind of power of 3 play. You usually want to see some kind of SMT at the high. Some kind of CE level to be respected. A lots of liquidity and a really strong draw liquidity, which was this. The reason for why we edged it first time is because ES swept it out. It swept all of it. You can see here. This is Asia lows and London lows and swept it all. But yeah, I think that's